So what is your identity? Let's break it down. Your identity is neurological. It is a biological software. Your brain runs off of repetition, wires and patterns based on evidence and positive reinforcement, as well as negative. So what you do repeatedly becomes what you believe, are based off of evolution. Evolutionary, your body is rewired or wired to stay at a comfort zone. So if you wake up every day and you act the same way and you're used to that comfort lazy zone, and you want to change, even though you introduce the slightest change, your body is going to pull you back like a rubber band back to point A, because it is not used to that discomfort evolutionarily. So it is not in your hands based off knowledge. It is in your hands because of the wiring that you needed. It's not that you're incapable, it's that your code is outdated. Probably felt it in the moment when you say, this time I'm locked in. This time I'm gonna crush it. And so you start day 1, day 2, day 3, however long it takes. But then you get to a point and you're exhausted. You sabotage, you procrastinate, you ghost your own progress, and then you beat yourself up for it. You never question the identity running behind the background. You try to install high-level habits on top of a low-level identity. But you see, those high-level habits come with high levels of energy. And until you learn to change yourself internally to accept that energy form, you're never going to be able to get to the next level and stretch past that rubber band that's pulling you back to ground level 1. Now, I used to be the guy that wanted to change and started writing down and listening to motivational videos and David Goggins here and Alex Hormozy there. But I wouldn't see any results and I get frustrated. I would wake up every day and I tried the 5 a.m. routine and I tried this and that, and I just noticed that none of it is working. And I kept mind-boggling myself and juggling. What am I doing wrong? It is not knowledge, because quite frankly, I know that I'm smarter than most of these people that are out there. And I'm not dumb. But these people seem like they got it figured and they're not the smartest in the game. So then I took a step back and I questioned myself. And I asked myself, well, why isn't it working for me? What am I doing wrong at this point in my stage of life that is prohibiting me from getting to where I need to be ASAP, because time is not coming back for any man? But then here's what I figured. It wasn't the knowledge. It wasn't a secret that I had to do. It was me. It was me internally. And until I learned how to accept myself, how to remove any unnecessary information that is stacked up in my mind, how to rewire things, and how to accept this new flow of information to resonate and vibrate at a higher level frequency of energy, none of it clicked. None of it clicked. I asked myself this one question. Who do I want to be? Who do I actually want to be deep down? What is the man that I'm trying to be? And I'm not trying to say, oh, this highly competent, rich, successful person. No, I want you to be very specific. I want you right now, whoever is watching, to close your eyes and picture the man you're trying to be. Everything about you, your face, your eyes, your hand, your physique, your structure, your car, your girl, your whip, all of that. Just literally imagine that for a second. Now I want you to grab a pen and a paper and write it down. I don't want no AI bullshit. I don't want no ChatGPT. Just write it down on a paper, because actually scientifically proven that writing down helps stick to the brain. So once you write that down, I want you to come up with a day-to-day lifestyle for yourself. I want you to see what that person would take, reverse engineer it. What do I have to do now to get to where that person needs to be? Let's say if it comes to physique, I want to build more muscle and get more hypertrophy. I need to do X, Y, and Z to get there. I need to eat more. I need to focus on a more balanced diet. I need to go to a Mediterranean diet, whatever it is that you need to do. Now do that for all aspects. Once you write it down, break it down. From, let's say when do you want to get to be that person? Is it in a year? Is it something realistic in the next 6 months? Whatever it is, you break it down. You say, okay, write it on your calendar. I am at this day today, and I'm trying to be this person, let's say, at the end of the year. Now write down how your day-to-day actions would look like, because we're trying to 10x where we want to be now to get to where we are going to be with that person. Once you write that down and you envision it, just start acting like that person. Will it feel uncomfortable? Hell yeah, it will. But what's more uncomfortable? The change or the sacrifice and the cost of being in the same position and not getting to where you want to be and being a failure in your eyes and your family's eyes? Because I'm not accepting that. And neither should you. You start to live like him. You start to talk like him. And before you know it, you are him. You are your higher self. And you don't even recognize it because you always want more. But little do you know that that's your higher self inside that is pushing you to keep pushing and pushing and pushing until you get there. Then you ask yourself, where is there? When do I ever stop? Is it at the top of the cliff? But then isn't there a higher cliff to climb? And then is there a higher one and a higher one and it's never gonna stop. So you need to learn to accept your fate, to fight for your life, and to enjoy the journey of being that character, your higher self that's gonna get you whatever you want. See, people call this an alter ego. This isn't an alter ego. This isn't another version of you. This is you. That's deep down inside and is waiting to be escaped, to guide you to where you need to be. Your mind is going to be anxious. You're gonna come across a lot of fear and frustration and failures. The only way around it is evidence. Your mind works based off of evidence. You need to celebrate your small wins that will have a compound effect that eventually you look back and say this was a huge win because of the small wins that compounded. You can't get to level 10 without adding the ones. So you need to add them in a compound effect and then get to where the fuck you need to be. This isn't a sprint. This is a complete rebuild. And you need to tear away your old past self, your actions, and most importantly, we focus on your emotional intelligence. And you need to rewire it in order to actually get there. Discipline becomes default. Everything works now in your favor. You're now that person. Congratulations. Now keep winning.